the most populated nation on Earth, China is also one of the most diversified in terms of history, culture, and terrain. China offers something for every kind of traveler, from historic sites that are thousands of years old to breathtaking natural beauties. China has it all. Whether you're searching for vibrant cities with state-of-the-art modernism or tranquil landscapes that transport you to another planet. However, it might be difficult to select the best places to visit when there are so many amazing locations to pick from. Today, we're going to explore the top 10 destinations in China that you really must see if you're considering a trip to this enormous and intriguing nation. Lijiang, Yunnan. Situated in China's Yunnan province, Lijiang is a stunning historic town renowned for its vibrant Naxi culture and well-preserved old buildings. The town's focal point is Lijiang's Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is a tangle of busy market squares, traditional wooden homes, and tiny cobblestone lanes. Every corner of the hamlet, which is tucked away at the base of the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain, offers beautiful vistas. Local handicrafts, traditional dances, and cultural performances abound in Lijiang, which is also a gateway to the ancient culture of the Naxi people. A trip to Black Dragon Pool, a serene park that provides the ideal setting for introspection and taking pictures of the surrounding mountains, is one of the highlights of Lijiang. Shanghai, China's cultural and financial center, Shanghai is a city that never sleeps. Shanghai is well known for its stunning skyline and is home to some of the world's tallest and most avant-garde skyscrapers, such as the Shanghai Tower and the Oriental Pearl Tower. Shanghai, however, has a rich past in addition to its modernity, especially in neighborhoods like the Bund, where colonial-era structures border the Huangpu River and provide insight into the city's former status as a major international commerce hub. Hidden among sparkling glass towers are historic temples and gardens, making the city an intriguing fusion of the old and the new. Discover boutique stores, take a stroll down tree-lined alleys, and savor French-inspired cafes in the quaint former French concession. Hangzhou, Jiuzhaigou, known as a heaven on earth, Hangzhou is renowned for its tranquil beauty, especially West Lake, which has long served as an inspiration to poets, painters, and tourists. You may experience the peace and beauty that have captivated tourists to Hangzhou for many years, whether you choose to stroll along its charming causeways or take a boat trip on the lake. Beyond the lake, Hangzhou is well known for its tea estates, where you can taste some of the best tea in the world and discover the craft of producing tea. Visiting the Longjing Tea Village, where you may stroll over the terrace hills and observe the natives harvesting tea leaves, is one of the most well-liked pastimes. Jiuzhaigou Valley, Sichuan, known as the Valley of Nine Villages. Jiuzhaigou Valley is a breathtaking national park in China's Sichuan province. A scene straight out of fantasy, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is renowned for its snow-capped mountains, multi-tiered waterfalls, and glistening turquoise lakes. Numerous Tibetan settlements may be found in the valley, and the area's rich cultural legacy enhances its natural beauty. Jiuzhaigou's lakes are especially well known for their striking hues, which vary from deep blue to brilliant emerald, and the surrounding forest is teeming with old trees that only heighten the bizarre ambience. The Potala Palace, Lhasa. One of the most recognizable representations of Tibetan Buddhism and culture is the Potala Palace, which is perched on a hill in the center of Lhasa. With its red and white walls, golden roofs, and elaborate murals, this magnificent building, which was originally the Dalai Lama's winter house, is a masterpiece of Tibetan architecture. Priceless Tibetan art and religious artifacts may be found in many of the palace's chapels, halls, and meditation rooms. However, the Potala Palace is a site of profound spiritual significance in addition to being a wonder of architecture. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. The surreal scenery of Zhangjiajie National Forest Park served as the inspiration for the floating mountains in the film Avatar. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is well known for its 1,000-foot-tall sandstone pillars that appear to defy gravity. More than 3,000 of these angular rock formations, which were formed by erosion over millions of years, may be found throughout the park. The park's distinctive geography, along with its thick forests and foggy valleys, produces an incredibly beautiful and somewhat bizarre scene. Tianzi Mountain, which provides sweeping views of the entire park, is Zhangjiajie's most well-known landmark. Li River, Guilin. You've already seen a peek of one of China's most beautiful vistas. If you've ever seen a photograph of the bizarre, mist-covered mountains that rise sharply from the Li River, travelers looking for peace and natural beauty frequently visit the Li River, which runs through the Guangxi province. A highlight are the riverboat tours, which provide breathtaking views of the little traditional towns scattered along the riverbanks, the lush green scenery, and the magnificent limestone karsts. Because of its ethereal beauty, the area has long served as a source of inspiration for poets, artists, and photographers. Although the river itself is serene, there are a few things to keep in mind. Terracotta Army, Xi'an. One of the most remarkable archaeological finds of the 20th century is the Terracotta Army, which is situated in the historic city of Xi'an. The purpose of this army of more than 8,000 life-size statues was to guard Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, in his afterlife. From warriors to horses, each figure is expertly created, with detailed face expressions and costume elements that offer insight into the era's ancient workmanship. The terracotta army size and accuracy are astounding, and seeing the excavation site is like visiting a huge underground museum. Even though thousands of people visit the site each year, it remains a memorable experience despite its growing popularity. The Forbidden City, Beijing. The Forbidden City, a vast palace complex that was a residence of Chinese emperors for more than 500 years, sits at the center of Beijing, the capital of China, and is rich in imperial history. The Forbidden City, one of the biggest palace complexes in the world with more than 9,000 rooms, is a shining example of classic Chinese imperial design. You will have the impression that you have traveled back in time to the era of emperors, dynasties, and royal intrigue as you explore its enormous courtyards and halls. The gardens and ponds provide a sense of tranquility amid Beijing's bustle, and the elaborate carvings, golden roofs, and red-painted buildings are breathtaking. The Great Wall of China. One of the most famous sights in the world, the Great Wall, must be seen during every trip to China. The wall, which stretches more than 13,000 miles across northern China, was first constructed as a defense against nomadic tribe incursions. It is a visual masterpiece that provides some of the most stunning views in the world, not just a piece of history. A sense of adventure is added to your visit by the wall's diverse parts, some of which are well-preserved and others of which are rougher and unaltered. Although the most visited areas are those close to Beijing, like as Badaling and Xi'an, they can get very crowded. Tell me about your favorite spots in China in the comments section below. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more travel guides, adventures, and ideas if you found this video to be inspirational and helpful. I appreciate you watching, and until we meet again, have a great trip and never stop exploring.